All right. I haven't done a Magical Mornings in a while. So, I'm going to put this on YouTube, but I'm going to do it live on Instagram to see if anybody wants to join in. So, we'll see if anybody comes on this morning. We're going to do a little bit of Qigong because that's what I want to do. I want to get into my body. And I just want to talk about how important the breath is while everybody's coming on in terms of dealing with stress and panic. So there's this interesting study that was done where they had this girl who had no fear at all. They had removed part of her amygdala in her brain, which is what works in our body to process fear. And so she had no fear at all of getting murdered, of social situations, of snakes, of guns, of fire, whatever. She just didn't register fear. And they had done a study previous to this where they had removed that part of the brain in monkeys, and they all died within 2 hours. So there was a part where you kind of needed the fear in order to survive in this world that we live in. So she was doing okay because we're humans and we don't really have to be so concerned with that. And they decided, all right, we're going to do a test where we're going to have her breathe in CO2. Just like 30% CO2, the rest of it's just normal room air. We're just going to put 30% CO2 in this mask. So she breathed it in, and for the first time in her life, as a 32-year-old, she experienced fear. She experienced panic. And so what had happened was in our body, right, our central governor, that thing that triggers to tell us when we need to breathe, tells us we need to breathe not based on how much oxygen we have in our system, but based on how much CO2 is in our system and what our tolerance is for that CO2. So the central governor has different tolerances, right? And so that's when you need to breathe a certain amount of CO2. So the chemoreceptors in your brain, when she breathed in that CO2, fired off. And for the first time in her life, she experienced panic, fear, just completely freaked out and couldn't feel okay for a while afterwards and still resisted on doing that experiment again. And so what this shows is that yes, fear can be in our head. This anxiety can be in our head of like panicking about this and panicking about this and making up all these scenarios. But at the end of the day, a lot of our panic, a lot of our anxieties, a lot of our emotional well-being is being triggered because we're not breathing properly. Most people have some sort of breathing disorder. And so the thing is, how do you get control over your breath? I'm leaning down low so that I'm in the camera. Well, the first things first is we want to make sure that we're breathing from our diaphragm. Down here. So if I'm going to take a deep breath, I breathe into my belly. And then my chest rises, if at all, right? If at all my chest rises. Because the thing is, a lot of us are breathing from our chest up here when we take a deep breath. And what's happening then is we're not getting enough oxygen into our blood. Because you know what? All the blood is down here, baby, because of gravity, All the blood is in the bottom part of your lungs. And if you're only breathing into the top part of your lungs, you're not getting the optimal amount of oxygen into your bloodstream. And so once you get that oxygen into your bloodstream, you want to get it out of your blood and into all your tissues, your organs, your muscles, all that jazz. And what it needs to do for that is to meet CO2. So you want to be raising your CO2 tolerance, which is what we were talking about. So make sure that you're breathing from your diaphragm, you're breathing in and out through your nose, and you're exhaling nice and slow. So let's actually just practice a little bit of breath work, kind of just to raise our CO2 tolerance and slow everything down. And then we'll get into doing some Qigong. And if you missed the beginning of this, don't worry. I'm going to post it on YouTube. All Magical Mornings from now on, the replays will be in YouTube, and I'll send them out in my email list. So if you want to make sure you get these replays, send me your email and I'll put it into my email list. Or you can go to my website and click Join Magical Mornings and you'll automatically be subscribed into the email list. So anyway, let's all put our hands on our tummies. Relax your shoulders. Exhale your air out. Breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale slowly for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And hold for 1, 2, 3, 4. So that was one breath with the 4 corners, right? So that's an example of a breathing pattern that you can use in order to increase your CO2 tolerance. Now, I stopped because I want to inform you guys of, in yoga, I forget what it's called. It's like Sanjay breath, but in the certification that I did, they call it ocean's breath in order to control and slow down that exhale. So I just want to practice this with you really quick. And then I'm going to just take you through a little bit of breathing, and then we're going to do Qi Gong, which is energy cultivation, also known as Qi and Gong, breath work, because breath is life, and that's how we cultivate life energy. So, anyway, the ocean's breath in which I'm talking about. So I want you to pretend like you're going to fog up your phone, go, ah, ah, right? You feel that constriction in your throat right there? That's what we're going to use to slow down our exhale and calm our whole nervous system down. So I want you to make that sound, but with your mouth closed, exhaling slowly. Right? You got it? All right, so now we're gonna do 10 full breaths. We're gonna do, we'll start with some cadence breathing and some apnea breathing, and then we're gonna go into our Qi Gong. So just stay as long as you want. You can always tune out, but I think that this is useful. All right, so exhale your air out. Inhale for 1, 2, 3. Hold for 1, 2, 3. Exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And hold for 1, 2, 3. Inhale for 1, 2, 3. Hold for 1, 2, 3. Exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And hold for 1, 2, 3. Inhale for 1, 2, 3. Hold for 1, 2, 3. Exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And hold for 1, 2, 3. Inhale for 1, 2, 3. Hold for 1, 2, 3. And exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And hold for 1, 2, 3. Inhale for 1, 2, 3. Hold for 1, 2, 3. Exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And hold for 1, 2, 3. Changing it up. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just relax. And so just feel how you challenged yourself in those moments to tolerate the CO2, because the more that you can tolerate the CO2, the more you can control your breath, the more oxygen you get into your system, the more that you can deal with the stresses of everyday life, and the more you can be the best, most conscious person you can be in life, right? And that's what we're going for. And it all starts with the breath. So let's continue on with the breath. And do a quick Qigong practice to really get us feeling good. Cultivate that life energy with our breath. So put your feet, space them apart, bend your knees a little bit. Let's bounce. Let's bounce. Breathe in and out through your nose. Smile. Remember, that stands for start my internal love engine. Bounce it out. Helping clear the lymphatic system. Bring your hands above your head. Shake your hands. Breathe and smile. Breathe and smile. All right. Those hands come down, twist. Alrighty. Slow down. Open your fingers and your arms. Stand straight. Feel your spine erect, your abdomen engaged, your shoulders relaxed. Breathing in and out through your nose, smiling. And as you become mindful of your breath, I want you to breathe in all the positive energy of the universe. Exhale slowly all energy that's no longer serving you. Send that to the ends of the universe. Breathing in happiness. Letting go anything that's no longer serving you. Okay, now that we're tuned in, we're going to say the password. As you feel the energy of the universe flow through you, you're going to repeat after me. I am in the universe. The universe is in my body. The universe and I are combined together. All right, awesome. Bring your hands forward into this first position. Allow your spine to round, but remain erect. Keep your fingers open so that energy can flow through. Breathing in happiness and filling your whole body, everything that's surrounding this, with this beautiful rainbow energy of happiness. So breathe in happiness. Exhale any energy no longer serving you. Just filling up. And as you keep that going, I want you to start to let your hands rotate like this. Top hand comes down and forward, backhand, back and up. And just allow them to go in a circular motion, going so slowly. Letting your elbows kind of Drive the movement, letting your arms and your hands go. Just so slowly breathing in happiness, letting go of any energy that's no longer serving you, with a beautiful smile on your face. Feel that energy in between your hands. It might feel like there's magnets pushing your hands. Just ride that energy wave. I know this is what first got me hooked on Qigong, was feeling this energy that I was cultivating. And as we do this, we're balancing the yin and yang within inside of ourselves, cleansing all of our organs. Keep breathing in that happiness. Letting go of what's no longer serving you. All right. Finish this round and we're gonna just grab that energy, hold it in a ball, feel it, tune into it. What does it feel like to feel this energy? Really familiarize yourself with this so that you can enhance your energy sensing senses. All right, so take this ball of energy and I want you to breathe in joy as you stretch it out. Bend your knees, open your ribs. Exhale, bring it together. There we go. Inhale. Breathe in that joy to all your cells. Exhale. Bring it in. Breathing in joy. This is great for your heart, your lungs, your nails, and your hair. Just keep it going. Breathing in joy. Balancing the energy. Awesome. Bring that energy in. We're just going to do a little grounding. 7 steps of heaven. Here we go. Just step, pull energy in from the earth, and ground it down. I like to envision a golden tide coming up from the earth, just that beautiful energy, up to my heart and down. Exhaling it down, grounding me, bringing it all down. So now we're going to visualize it coming up to our shoulders, but our hands only come up to our heart. And down. Beautiful. Visualize it coming up to your throat. And down. Up to your nose. Beautiful, beautiful. Up to your third eye. And all the way up to your crown. Bring your hands in for gratitude. Let's bow, breathing in gratitude. Exhale, come up slowly. Let's do that a couple more times, breathing in gratitude. Exhale, come up slowly. Amazing. Let's rub our hands together. And just Rub your face, coming alive, waking up all the cells in your body, integrating all the energy that we've gathered, all the chi that we've gathered and cultivated through our breath and the work that we have done. So cup your hand, tap the top of your head. Rub the back of your neck. Opening up that mouth of God, that C7 vertebrae. It's very important. Oh, rub your shoulders. Why not? Oh. Ooh, ah. Anyway, enough of that. Sorry, I got taken. Anyway, let's tap down our arm. Cup the outside. Hep the inside. Outside. Inside. Outside. Inside. Other arm. Oh. Yeah. 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 Let's tap down our chest. Didn't that feel good? Down the sides. Other side, ole. Kidneys. Ooh, baby. Waking up those hips, those sits bones. All right, let's tap the knees. And the backs of the knees. And the sides. The other side. There we go. Feeling good. Feeling great. Ready to take on the day. Ready to make magic happen in this world. Because that's all it takes. It just takes a little bit of presence, a little bit of awareness of your breath, and a willingness and intention to make magic happen in the world. So I'm gonna go do that today. And I highly recommend you do the same, my friends. Love, love, love. Peace and blessings. Bye-bye.